Good morning. While I am waiting on Extreme Makeover Home Edition to announce who our family is in the Chattanooga area, I thought I'd catch up on some blogging. One of the things that I've intended to do is to write a thank you post to the sponsors of Blissdom Conference, because without them there would be no Blissdom. The cost of registration is just a fraction of what it takes to actually put on something that immense. There were 650 people who attended Blissdom this year, and so I wanted to thank all of our sponsors for what they did to make a fabulous event. And just a few shout outs to some that really impressed me. One was Kellogg's. They have a new initiative called Share Your Breakfast, and I'm going to put all these links below in writing so you can click to them. And with this initiative, their goal is to feed children, children who go hungry, and to do it in a way that does not really reveal their need. And it's simple how we can all take part in that, and it's by uploading a picture. Their goal is to feed at least 1 million children by the end of the 2010-2011 school year, and I applaud that they were wise enough to engage the voice of a lot of moms who blog while at this conference by having us take part in that and upload our own pictures over breakfast. For me, I got to have my picture taken eating breakfast in Paris, and so that was a fun way to travel without the cost of airfare and the inconvenience of it. And so that was a fun initiative. You'll need to check out Kellogg's Facebook page. Actually, it's their share your breakfast page, and again, the link is below, so you don't have to worry about me messing it up here. Another fun sponsor was Don't Fret the Sweat, and that's an initiative by Unilever, and it's all about your glorious guide to building confidence with your kids. They brought in their spokesperson, Deneen Milner, who blogs with My Brown Baby, and she sat down and recorded video, taped us, moms asking questions of how we dealt with our own tweens when they had to deal with some of the things that companion puberty. And so it was a fun way to tell on our kids, but not in a way to embarrass them, in a way that lets other families know that this happens to everyone. And so I appreciated that Don't Fret the Sweat had the foresight to use a blogger to talk to bloggers, because she knows how we think, she knows how we write, she knows how we want to represent. It was a brilliant move by them, and also I'm going to include Don't Fret the Sweat for you, because if you've got kids, especially heading into the tween and teen years, this is a fabulous site with writers who are professionals in their field, who are moms and have been there, done that, who can help advise you of how to help your child navigate the waters during this time. So great idea to engage us in a way that was real, that hit us where our kids and families are, and that would be something we could identify with and pass along to others. Good idea. As a girl with a marketing and PR background, I thought what Tide chose to do as a sponsor was brilliant. They sponsored the Get Out Cafe at Finley Pub and offered us complimentary food and drinks, and made sure to arm us with Tide stain release. And what was especially brilliant to me is the food they served: red wine, barbecue, two of the most horrible things to get out if you have a spill, and I thought it was brilliant how they tied together messy food and their product. Perfect pairing, and very smart forethought on their behalf. If you ask me, I'm sure it was intentional. So great job to Tide, who's also... Freshetta Pizza was one of my favorites to have as one of our sponsors, because I love Freshetta Pizza coming into it. So it's a product that my family uses and enjoys. Let's just say we eat and enjoy it. And they sponsored Girls Night In, and that was a fun party with a lot of picture taken and trying their products. But they're also a sponsor who maximized their exposure while they were at Blissdom, because they engaged in conversations, again, with people on a meaningful level. They were educational in what they shared with us. They allowed us to understand how their product is different and better than their competition, and I think they were smart in how they wanted to hear. It wasn't just about them telling us about their company. It was about listening and gaining feedback from what their end users, their consumers, think of their products. So again, a brilliant use of their time while at Blissdom. And I just have to, I can't help it, with all 42 sponsors, it would take too long to actually say something about every single one. I'm going to try to write a little bit about them so you can just know my thoughts. But quick shout out to everyone who was there, so just bear with me. Blue Bunny ice cream, delicious. Those were my desserts. Bounce, Yo Crunch, another good snack. The California raisins, yeah, how much do I love, heard it through the grapevine. City Paper, CMT's Working Class, a new darling show on CMT. Gain had a fabulous suite for us to be pampered with, and I really appreciated that, as well as GE. It was worth the wait. We had to wait in line a little bit, but we learned about their products while we were there, and we were pampered. At a time when you're carrying laptops in your back, it's awesome. There's also Give Back, which is a great initiative about personal giving. You should check that out. Hallmark, I love Hallmark. I grew up on Hallmark, and so I'm so glad to see them in this space, keeping their brand fresh and progressive. Her Nashville, Hershey's, filled up on my, ate my weight in their chocolate. Mama Memoirs, Encourage, and you know I have a special place in my heart for Encourage. Intel, iRobot, and they were here second year. A lot of these sponsors were, and I have a mad love for iRobot. It Starts With Us. That is a great project about giving to those in need and involving a community of caring. It's a great initiative, and I've really enjoyed learning about that. Jockey, I got a few new pairs of undies through Jockey, and they really maximized their sponsorship with having us do some mug shots and walking down the red carpet, and a lot of fun with them. Johnson & Johnson, again, a great partner in this space, and we were glad to have them because they really stepped it up to a next level with what they were offering us. Kaplan, Kleenex, and I needed that because I was getting a cold while I was at Blissdom. Lando Frost, Lands End, and they provided great bags for, oh gosh, is this the third year in a row? Second year at least, but I think third with our logo. Lifetime Moms, Lisa Leonard Designs, and she created just darlingness with our Blissdom charm this year. Love Lisa Leonard Designs. Love Drop, that goes with It Starts With Us. Nashville Scene, One to One Network, Barbara Jones, Paula Bruno, they're fabulous. Quaker, love Quaker. They provided us a sample, which is brilliant. Product placement in a swag bag is brilliant because it allows us to try what we're talking about. So hats off to Quaker. Red Lobster, same thing. Old brand. I grew up on Red Lobster. I think my hometown was one of their first locations, and I can remember the specialness of a Friday night to go and wait in line an hour to have dinner at the Red Lobster. And so I'm glad to see an old brand stepping into this space. This was new for them, to see how they can continue in this climate. Red Plum, Savings.com, the Vintage Pearl, another one that I love. Let's show you that. I wear double duty when I wear it. The Vintage Pearl had a darling charm. And again, Toll House, thank you very much for the cookies. Brilliant to put their food in our mouth. Vera Pure, which is a hand sanitizer, moisturizer that lasts much longer than the typical antibacterials. Western Pistachio, and it was interesting because they weren't representing a brand, they were representing a commodity. So shout out to all of you. I am grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you for what you do to make my attendance possible and for the investment dollars you make. And this is getting too long, so I'll shut up now. Toodles.